So something I thought about all the time when I was working as a scientist and still getting sicker and sicker, dealing with chronic illness, was why is this all happening? I'd go to the doctor and they would say, your body's out of whack, you have all these symptoms. Sometimes the blood work would look weird, sometimes it would look normal. And my thought was always, why? Why was this happening? What could I do to help it? So I went all the traditional routes of, cut out the gluten, it's the dairy, it's the soy, cut all those things out. I'm still sensitive to foods. I'm still not feeling good. Then I went down the rabbit hole of it's Lyme disease, it's mold illness. And yes, there was mold there, but I took the binders, I did the IVs, I did all the protocols, and I still felt bad. And I kept thinking, there's something here I'm missing. Why is my body doing this? And that was a difficult question to answer at the time when I didn't have all the answers. But now that I've been through the healing journey, what I've learned is that medicine often focuses on the physical aspects of the disease. What's structurally going wrong, what's wrong in the blood work, what's wrong with the proteins, and that's great. At the same time, there are also non-physical components. And before it sounds too woo-woo for you, let me clarify what I mean by that is our thoughts, our emotions, our behaviors, things that are going on that aren't physical things that we can measure in a test or in an image. These are things that are picked up from listening to ourselves, having other people listen to us and hear what we're saying, hear what's going on in our life, hear all the things so that we can come up with this complete package of why the body is essentially, waving a flag like, help me. And so with all that said, I do believe that people can get real relief from physical things like medication, supplements, the right diet for them. And at the same time, for some people, if they're doing all those changes and trying all those things and they're still not seeing any progress and get better, or maybe not enough progress in getting better, there are other things out there to look into and address. So if you're going through, mast cell activation syndrome, dysautonomia, POTS, chronic fatigue, all these things, right? Just see if you've looked into the non-physical things, the thoughts, the emotions, behaviors, how stressful has your life been up to this point? My guess is maybe not super calm, maybe you've been dealing with things, or maybe you were dealing with things right before. And that, my friends, is perhaps the key to unlocking the mystery of why is this all happening, right? I would say, as someone who's recovered around 90% now, I would say, from really critical, severe things, the biggest key was unlocking what's keeping my body stuck. And once I looked at the food and the medications and things, and they only helped so much, then I had to look at what else is there, and becoming aware of our thoughts that we don't know about. That's a crazy thing to think about, Our brain has thoughts that we don't even know we're thinking unless we become aware of it. So if you're looking for help in that arena, I'd love to help you. As someone who's been through the journey and now helps other people, I would be honored. I'm a hypnotherapist, so that's what I do if you're unaware. And yeah, take care. Bye.